Okay, so I did say I was going to do the Rams next. I did the Chiefs already, and one reason why I did these two teams first is because I think looking back to last year, especially in the playoffs, going into the playoffs, these two teams were probably looked at to be Super Bowl contenders, so I wanted to see how well or how easy their rebuilds would be. I'm going to do some of the bottom tier teams next. If there are no recommendations, then I will do them. I don't know exactly which one first, so I do apologize, but let's get into this. And I was trying to think, how can I make this rebuild unique? Because the Rams have a pretty stacked roster. It's not going to be too hard to trade all their picks away and then do what I need to do. So, obviously, we got to talk to this lady first. She's the first person you have to talk to. And whatever, but anyway, that doesn't matter. We'll talk to this fucking player development bullshit too, what we think. So I was trying to think, how do I make this Rams part unique? Because the Rams, like I just said, are stacked roster. They're already 81 overall, 79 defense, 85 offense. But if you look at the roster itself, dun 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 dun. Look at the quarterback. You have an 83 overall quarterback, and then you have Blake Bortles. You have a freaking 97 overall running back, and a wide receiver. You have talent everywhere: 87, 86, 83, stuff like that. So it's like, how do I build up this team? You have 279 tight ends. That is absolutely ridiculous. So we're gonna do our best to actually improve this team. And I was trying to think of a stipulation, but when I was trying to think of it, and I'm like, how can I, obviously not cop out here? Because the Rams, like I said, are a stacked team. I was thinking, maybe I could make it fun and like trade away Jared Goff and a pick or whatever and try to get like a better quarterback. And just to see how that would work for this team and the next team. And I find it funny because Goff in 83 is rated much higher than most starting quarterbacks in the league. I could trade him for Baker Mayfield. But one thing I like about Goff, and one thing that really makes it hard to trade him in this game, is that extremely, extremely likable salary. So I'm gonna do this once and see how close this comes. Yeah, that's not even close. So yeah, we're not trading away Goff. We're gonna instant improvement over a 6. The 4th doesn't get it, but will the 4th and the 6th get it? Okay, so if we remove the 4th, put the 3rd. A 3rd rounder for this is pretty good. Okay. Saffold from the Titans. I'll see if I can get him. I doubt I can. Honestly, I really doubt I can. Oof. What if we offer you the 1st, 4th, and 6th? Because we do need to save some draft picks for the defense. Okay, that's it. This is as high as I'm going to go. 1st, 2nd, and the 6th. We're going to have to change that 6 to a 4th. Oh, we did it. Saffold. Horrible. We'll go Ogunjobi. Let's see. Anzalone. I'm not sure if he's still on. We'll go for Dylan Cole. Or Franklin Myers. Okay. See Eric Berry, who we will sign. Obviously, we saved the cap room for him, so we will sign Eric Berry for extra depth in the backfield. And left end Hayes would be amazing as well. But I'm gonna go with. I don't want to sign the same people every time to fill out the roster. You know what, Head? I'm gonna go with Muhammad Wilkerson at left end. Sign him to our last roster spot, and check out our depth chart one last time. And if I don't like how it looks, I will... Let's see, left end we have Brockers, Wilkerson. Right end we have Donald Smart. Okay, so I like that. And we signed Barry at safety, who instantly becomes our starter. Okay, I do like that. I like this roster, I really do. We could use another corner. And I'm trying to think why Roby Coleman is not higher up on the depth chart. That finds really odd at me. So, honestly, what I'm going to do is where Eric Berry is our backup safety, we're actually going to run him in some corner packages. Because he's still an 85 overall corner. What we're going to do is move Eric Berry to the backup strong safety. And then move him as our second corner. I know that is a huge stretch. And most likely not going to happen, but we shall see. So we'll advance the weeks until we can cut people. So I'm just going to absolutely love it. New injury. Of course, we sign a free agent in Eric Berry. And immediately gets put on. Now let's advance midway through the season. See what our record is. See if there's any free agents at the deadline that we could maybe trade for. We did trade away all our draft picks already, so it's gonna be hard to trade for somebody. But if we have an injury, we might need to shedangle the roster a little bit. We don't care about negotiations. We really don't. Bye week. Rest and relaxation, bruh. Rest and relaxation. I like that because it improves the morale for the team. I haven't so far I haven't seen the roster or the record yet. I don't know why I couldn't think of the word. Gurley's out for 4 weeks with a dislocated ankle. What the fuck happened to the team? There. Improvised Jared Goff. That too, God fucking damn it, man, you piece of shit. You really can't fix that. You've been out for almost a week now and you still can't fix that shit? Seriously? Like, it doesn't seem like it would be hard to fix at all. And if it is, then you really did fuck up. I don't even know if Henderson is... Okay, he was upgradable. Okay, Henderson's going to be seeing some extra snaps with Gurley out. So, that's going to be very interesting. And these upgrades might not seem too important, but I want to make sure they're put into scheme fit. Because yes, it doesn't make them overall better, but if they play into the scheme, that's the rating that matters most of the time. So that's why I like improving that over all else. Like this guy, I'm not going to make him a speed rusher, because I think mainly the game would be using him as a power rusher, so putting him, upgrading his speed rusher stat wouldn't really help much at all. Mika Kaiser, a guy who I didn't trade. Well, I probably should have traded away. And yeah, you heard me, Mika. I should have traded you away, asshole. So many times, and one thing you will notice about Madden if you play is, holy fuck, they put like a bajillion% matter into freaking awareness. But it's such a flimsy statistic. You could have someone with 99 awareness, and if the computer's controlling him, ain't gonna do shit. We still have someone who's 58 on the team. Oh god, this is not gonna be good. Let me guess, he's like a rookie. Oh, he's from Maine! Oh my god. Okay, I'll keep him. I'll keep him. He's from Maine. How can I not keep him? Brian Allen, our first, like, our actual center that we had. Munt. Well, welcome, Munt. You're now 65. You're now pedestrian. Okay, now the long-awaited result. We lost 31-3 to the Bengals. We are 5-3, and we lost 31-3 to the Bengals. What the literal fuck is going on here? Actually no. First thing I should do is go to the rosters, the injury report. I mean, we have Roby Coleman and Gurley out for 4 and 5 weeks respectively. That's not good. Sproles is available. Can I sign him? Yeah. And no like great corners are active or available, so I won't do that. But yeah, we'll add Sproles mainly. Yeah, I'll cut this guy. We'll add Sproles at least until Gurley can get back. That should help for the upcoming 4 weeks. And specifically, I'm going to check the 4 weeks after the simulation. So probably weeks 9, 10, 11, 12. And see exactly... Okay, we went 10-6. We did win the division. A lot worse than the Chiefs, which is funny because we're still in 85 overall. Let's check our schedule. Team schedule. I wonder if we can look at specific games. So right around, yeah, after the bye week, so week 10. I really want to look at how Gurley did, or how God, Goff actually didn't do bad. Sproles had 4 attempts for 3 yards. It simulated us to have 22 rushing yards. Are you serious? What? And Goff was only 13 of 26? What? I'm so confused right now. Okay, Goff did much better, and in this game we actually managed yards. Looks like Sproles really did contribute, which is nice. Okay, so that's good. So we did make the playoffs, and I don't like it, but we'll check the league stats real quick, see how everyone did. Let's check the awards first. Yearly awards. MVP goes to Matt Ryan, followed by Luck, Roethlisberger, Brady, Breeze, Foles, Stafford, Darnold, Rodgers, and Newton. Coach of the Year goes to Frank Reich. Notice I'm not on there because I did a terrible job. NFC. Any Rams on there? Nope. Defensive Player of the Year. Any Rams on there? Donald, of course. Rookie of the Year. Darrell Henderson. Finished 3rd. That's probably going to be our biggest accomplishment. Yeah, Goff wasn't even in the top 10 best quarterbacks. Gurley obviously top 10, but that injury was a big hit. Whitworth was our only top offensive lineman. We have Donald. Only top defensive lineman we had. We had Abukum, but I didn't trade for him, so that wasn't good. DBs Talib and Roby Coleman, didn't trade for either of those. Zerline on there. I didn't trade for any of the goddamn fucking award winners. It makes me feel bad. So we look at the stats. Goff had 22 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, only completed 55% of his passes. That's it. I wonder why we did bad, Goff. God damn, I knew I should have traded you away. Fuck. Gurley averaged 4.7 with 9 touchdowns. Missed 1,000 because of the injury. Sproles contributed 204 yards. Henderson 289. Not bad. Everett even had a 5-yard rush at some point. Receiving. One thing I kind of wish they showed was drops. I want to see if that completion percentage was based on the receivers. Robert Woods with the most catches at 72. Kupp with the most yards at 784. And the touchdowns is Woods as well with 7. I didn't really trade for anybody here except for Sproles. He had 5 catches for 60 yards and a touchdown, which is not bad. But offensive linemen, that's who we need to look at most notably. We have Roulier, our center, only gave up 1 sack, which is not bad. Blythe, who I believe we traded for as well, only gave up 2 sacks. How do you play 156 downs and give up 4 sacks? Damn. Saffold. No, Saffold's the one who we traded for. 7 sacks given up. God damn, dude. Littleton, 95 tackles. Peters. Johnson. People we traded for, where are you? Any of you ever gonna show up? Barry had 46 tackles, 2 interceptions. Damn. Dylan Cole, someone else we traded for, had half a sack. That's it. Ogunjobi had 2.5 sacks. Mohamed Wilkerson, one of our biggest targets in free agency, had half a sack and only 19 total tackles. Holy shit. This is absolutely fucking horrible. These free agents, this was the worst I have ever done. He was 50th in the NFL in passer rating. 50th. You wanna know what's gonna happen here? We're gonna fucking first round exit. I guarantee it. We're gonna first round exit because Goff sucks. And I don't know why I upgraded his slot ability. That was an absolute mistake. Oh, I'm sorry, Brandon Cooks. Forgive me. Abukum. Whose worst rated set is the one that actually fits the scheme, which is kind of funny. Josh Reynolds, maybe he'll actually contribute more. I wish I could edit Goff into an actual good quarterback. That would be nice. I've never seen in my life in Madden. Now, I'm going to make sure I don't edit this part out because I want you guys to hear this. I have never before seen in my life of Madden a 80 or higher overall quarterback be so goddamn bad during the regular season. You kidding me? 22 and 11 touchdown interception ratio while only throwing 55% completion percentage? Are you absolutely shitting on my balls right now? That is freaking terrible. I've seen 75 overall quarterbacks perform a lot better than that through simulation. It's just unacceptable. How do you do that when, yes, Gurley was hurt for most of the time, but still you had Sproles, you had Henderson, the rookie, you had Cooks, Woods, Kupp, you had all those, you had Higbee at tight end, you had one of the best offensive lines as a full unit that I could possibly assemble with the draft picks I had, because honestly, it's not easy. And still, you fucking are terrible. Granted, one of the people I traded for allowed 7 sacks, but still, you weren't sacked that often compared to compared to what your rating would suggest or what your performance would suggest. There were some games. Well, one thing I can't explain, because yeah, he did bad. Like I saw one game where he was 11 for 22, and we lost. But one thing I can't explain about that is why we only had 11 rushing attempts for like 20 yards. Like, the fuck is this shit? What the hell? I don't know if the simulation system's broken, and honestly, if it is, it's still fun. We don't know. We might make the Super Bowl as an underdog, because we sure as hell ain't winning it. Notice I said make it. I did not say anything about winning it. Maybe it's because all these bad guys are still on our team and they snuck in playing time, just like I said they would. But you notice when I went through the cut page, it didn't give me an option of, hey, sign a free agent right guard, cut this dude. Maybe I should have. Maybe I should have cut this dude and signed some fucking no-name right guard. Okay. Dante Fowler, you're gonna need to step up in this game against the Packers and sack Rodgers twice for me to have a chance. I'm not kidding. If you do not have 2 sacks, we are going to lose. I'm putting the pressure on him. Okay, now time for misery to hit. How badly did we lose? I'm thinking 45 to fucking 10. Holy fuck. We got blown out like goddamn water. $45 to fucking 10, man. We got 277 yards. That's it. 216 pass yards, 55 rush yards. 216 pass yards from an 83 overall fucking quarterback. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. 61% completion percentage. That is fucking horrendous. On the other hand, look at Rodgers. 367 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, 1 sack, but he was 76% completion percentage, which means we gotta look at our fucking defense. Weddle. You should not have 2 DBs being your highest tacklers because that usually is an indication that it didn't go so well. Barry performed interestingly. It said Rodgers was sacked once, and that happened to be by Ogunjobi, so that's good. But I said if that guy didn't get 2 sacks, Colby Roman allowed fucking 5 catches. Are you joshing my Peter, man? Sproles had 1 rush for 1 yard. That's it. Gurley had 1 catch for 73 yards, and that was Goff's only fucking touchdown. Cooper only 2 catches. Cooks only 2 catches. Sproles only 1 catch. Everett didn't even get a catch. What the fuck is this bullshit? This is the biggest choke I have ever seen by one of the most stacked rosters I have ever seen in Madden, and that is not hysterically joking. 85 overall, a 91 overall rated offense. 91 overall rated offense managed to score 10 points against the Packers while managing almost absolutely nothing offensively. If it wasn't for that 173-yard touchdown catch by Todd Gurley, the Rams in this game would have realistically scored 3 points, no touchdowns for Goff, 1 interception, and it would have been a horrible day for the receivers. I think this game is living too much in that Super Bowl. It was a failure. So we had 1 success so far, 1 failure. And next one, I'm not sure what team I'm going to do, but it's going to be interesting. See you guys in the next one. Peace.